1010 wins at 92.3 FM. You give us 22 minutes, we'll give you the world.
Good morning, 70 degrees at 10:20. I'm Kathleen Marple-Kalb, and here's what's happening. A hit and run leaves a teenager dead in Queens. Police sources say she had just been in a dispute with the driver. Shock and mourning in a Queens neighborhood. They come out for a vigil in memory of a couple tortured and killed in their own home. Court documents say that suspect has confessed. She wants answers.
He's my whole life. He's my child, my only child.
Newark mother says her 3-year-old was assaulted at school and nobody's explaining what happened. Feds versus Uber. U.S. attorney suing the rideshare company, saying it discriminates against passengers with disabilities. It's all about Charlie Sheen. We are hearing about Dad Martin's reaction to that new documentary. Yanks, Mets, and college football teams in action today. 10-10 wins AccuWeather. Partly sunny, chance of a shower late, the high 78. Winds news time, now 10:21. Let's go to get you where you need to go with Sue Aller.
And here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. Well, at the inbound side of the George Washington Bridge, we're still seeing 45 minutes, but an accident has been cleared from the upper level. Lower level, you still have some construction taking out the right lane, so not a good ride at all. Outbound, that's also 30 to 40 minutes. You know what looks good? That is the Lincoln Tunnel, just about 10 minutes into town, and you've got 15 to 20 at the inbound side of the Holland Tunnel. Now, if you're traveling to Brooklyn, you want to avoid the Brooklyn Bridge. That is slammed. Go with the Manhattan Bridge, or you can go with the Williamsburg Bridge in Brooklyn. Looks like there's an accident on the BQE eastbound right at Atlantic Avenue. Very slow both ways. And then we have a couple of trouble spots in Queens on the westbound side of the Grand Central, right in the area of LaGuardia Airport. There's a collision, and you also have an accident. Looks like this one has been cleared on the Clearview northbound right at 35th Avenue. Here's what we see on Long Island's Big Three. Still looking good on the southern, the northern, and the LIE. Sue Aller, 1010 wins on 92.3 FM.
An early morning hit and run in Queens left a teenager dead and a man in custody, and apparently this came after a dispute between the driver and one of the victims. Happened just before 4 a.m. on Roosevelt Avenue and East 91st Street in Jackson Heights. Police say a 38-year-old man operating a gray 2009 Chevy Suburban hit a 16-year-old girl and a 32-year-old woman. Now, police say the 38-year-old man then drove off and ran into a parked car at Benham and Roosevelt, where he was arrested. Police say that the 16-year-old girl, identified as Joanny Gomez Alvarez, died at the scene. The woman was taken to the hospital in stable condition. Police sources say there was some kind of dispute before the accident happened, and they're looking into whether the driver was under the influence of drugs or alcohol. It's not believed that the two knew each other before the crash. Police say the investigation's ongoing. A neighborhood mourns amid new details in the deaths of a Queens couple tortured and murdered in their own home. Hundreds came out for a candlelight vigil last night.
Frank and Maureen Alton lived in Belrose, and outside of their home, the Belrose community, singing hymns in their memory, laying flowers, and lighting candles.
I've lived in Belrose for over 40 years, and this is the first time anything as tragic as this has ever happened.
The gruesome details leading up to their murders, no one can forget.
When we heard it, we couldn't believe it.
People pay taxes here. We live here. People raise their children here. We don't want that here.
Queensborough President Donovan Richards joining the community in prayer.
Doesn't matter who you are. They didn't deserve this. We should rename the street in their memory here.
Mary Lynn Buckley, 1010 wins on 92.3 FM in Belrose, Queens.
The criminal complaint against the suspect, 42-year-old convicted felon Jamel McGriff, says he confessed after his arrest. He was arraigned late yesterday on murder, robbery, and arson charges and held without bail. A young woman was shot to death in Queens last night. This happened just after 9 p.m. Police say they were called on a report of an assault in progress at 2630 96th Street in East Elmhurst. Police say they found 21-year-old Deshawn Donovan, who lived at the home with a gunshot wound to the head. She was pronounced dead at the scene. Police say there are no arrests. The investigation is ongoing. Walking it back, Democratic mayoral candidate Zoran Mamdani says he will offer an apology for calling the NYPD racist, anti-queer, and a threat to public safety. New York Times says he made those comments in a June 2020 social media post calling for defunding the police. Mamdani says that is not reflective of his current campaign or his current views on public safety, calling police critical partners. Meanwhile, on Fox and Friends, President Trump didn't have much nice to say about his party's candidate, Curtis Sliwa.
I'm a Republican, but Curtis is not exactly primetime, He wants cats to be in Gracie Mansion. He wants to open it up as a kid. That's the home, for those that don't know.
He's a good crime fighter.
The magnificent home of the mayor.
As for Mayor Adams, he's promising to announce a poll soon to decide if he should stay in the race. Independent Andrew Cuomo, closest to Mamdani in recent polls, says that is redundant and only helps Mamdani. A call for answers from a Newark mother. Alexandra Dominguez says her 3-year-old son, who has autism and is nonverbal, suffered bumps to the head and back at his school, and there's no good explanation. Dominguez tells Channel 7 she's taking legal action against the Newark School District, both for damages for medical expenses and for accountability.
It's my whole life. It's my child, my only child. Whoever did this, I want them in jail. I want them responsible for this.
Newark police and the Essex County prosecutor are investigating. There's been no comment so far from the school district. 70 degrees, going up to 78 in Midtown.
You've seen the ads, pre-owned car prices that seem too good to be true, because often they are. Once you try to buy one, the final price is thousands more. You've been duped, but that won't happen at Major World, where what you negotiate is what you pay. Yeah, some things we can't help, like taxes, DMV fees, plus a small $175 processing fee, but that's it. No surprises. Don't get duped by fake low prices. Come instead to Major World.
Major World, 4340 Northern Boulevard, Long Island City, Queens. Call 1-800-MAJOR-AUTO or go to MajorWorld.com.
Now, Bloomberg Money Watch.
I guess there's
popular drugs used for weight loss, like
I thought there was no money watch there for a moment.
People trim pounds, they might also trim portions at restaurants. Bloomberg senior industry analyst Michael Halen.
GLP-1 users are eating fewer meals, they're dining out less.
Bloomberg surveyed GLP-1 users and found that 54% reported dining out less often. Halen says restaurants may have to adjust as GLP-1 users cut back on eating and drinking.
We know that GLP survey respondents have said that they have much less desire for alcohol when they're on the drugs.
I'm Gina Cervetti, Bloomberg Money Watch on 1010 Wins at 92.3 FM.
The 1010 Wins Pickleball Tournament presented by Nissan is back.
At Nissan, we make cars that thrill. Experience the thrill for yourself today. Shop NissanUSA.com.
Hey, New York, tired of sky-high energy bills? Brooklyn Solar Works.
For those of you that are not from the Northeast area, this is Route 80, Interstate 80, driving westbound to Montville, New Jersey.
Maximize your savings. You could save more than $80,000 over time. Plus, with city, state, and federal incentives available, you can save over 75% on your installation. Get a free quote today at brooklynsolarworks.com. That's brooklynsolarworks.com.
Hey, pick up the phone. It's me calling. Hey, folks, it's Gary from the Real Estate Authorities. And let me first say thank you so much. I appreciate the business. 800-200-7317. And if you're looking to sell your property, pick up the phone because there's not a house I can't sell. If you own a home right now, you've got gold. There's not enough supply for the demand, and money doesn't motivate me. You do. So guess what? I'm not looking to buy your property. I'm not looking to put you in harm's way. I'm looking to get you top dollar for your home, no matter what the situation is. You owe more in your home than it's worth? I'll get your mortgage forgiven and have you walk away debt-free. You have equity? I know how to get you more. I know exactly what needs to be done, but you need to stay away from investors that are lowballing you and trying to take advantage of you. Call me, 800-200-7317. That's 800-200-7317. There's not a house I can't sell. Non-paying tenants or squatters? Not a big deal. 800-200-7317. 800-200-7317.
Attention. Have you racked up $10,000 or more in credit card debt? Are you barely getting by making minimum payments? With credit card debt reaching all-time highs, National Debt Relief is notifying consumers about significant debt relief options currently being made available to help those with overwhelming credit card debt. These options may reduce a large portion of credit card debt for those who qualify. You don't need to declare bankruptcy or take out a consolidation loan, and you may only have to pay back a fraction of what you owe, even if you have bad credit. National Debt Relief has already reduced the credit card debt for more than 550,000 consumers. So don't wait. If you owe $10,000, $20,000, or even $100,000 in credit card debt, you can now take advantage of this financial debt relief as the cost of living continues to skyrocket. To check what debt reduction you may qualify for, call 800-207-4545. That's 800-207-4545. Once again, that's 800-207-4545.
Don't let Long Islanders go to bed hungry. Volunteer today at islandharvest.org. 1010 wins because we are better together. Good morning. I'm Kathleen Marple-Kalb. Wins News Time, 10:30.
Good morning, I'm Brian Britton. The days of looking over someone's shoulder for the answer to the test are so 20th century. We are in a brand new age of cheating.
High school and college educators say that student use of AI has become so widespread that they need to rethink how to assign and assess students. Many teachers tell the Associated Press that they have shifted all writing to the classroom. Some are returning to pen and paper exams to avoid cheating. Educators say AI is creating new confusion over what constitutes cheating. Students say they often turn to AI with good intentions for things like brainstorming or editing help, but sometimes it's hard to know where to draw the line.
Correspondent Chuck Sievertson at Carnegie Mellon's Business School. Writing assignments have been replaced by in-class quizzes done on laptops in a lockdown browser that blocks students from leaving the quiz screen. Wins News Time 1031. Let's get you where you need to go. Here's Sue Aller.
And here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. What a mess at the inbound side of the George Washington Bridge. An accident cleared to the upper level, but still 45 minutes. Lower level jam-packed with right lane construction the entire lane. But no construction workers are out there. There's just the lanes that are blocked, so it is really slow. And on the outbound side, that's also about a 30-minute delay. The worst approach is going to be from the Cross Bronx. Now, inbound Lincoln, that's starting to get busy. About 15 minutes, also about a 10-minute outbound delay. 20 to 30 minutes inbound at the Holland. Outbound is also 15 minutes, and a slow ride heading into Brooklyn at the Brooklyn Bridge. Stick with the Manhattan Bridge or the Williamsburg Bridge instead. In Manhattan, you're loaded up on the FDR Drive with repair work both ways at 106th Street, so stick with the avenues. And then if you're traveling in Queens, it is jam-packed on the Grand Central westbound, right in the area of LaGuardia Airport because of a collision. Going to be busy on the LIE, but still, that is a much better ride. Traffic is sponsored by NJ State Auto in Jersey City. Sue Aller, 1010 wins on 92.3 FM.
NJ State Auto. They buy cars the Jersey City way. Get paid an instant cash offer at njstateauto.com. Cash for your car. Visit njstateauto.com. Get paid the Jersey City way at NJ State Auto.
Let's get a check of the AccuWeather forecast. Here's meteorologist Heather Zare.
We have partly sunny skies across the area right now. Overall looking pretty nice, and we're going to be back and forth between clouds and sun as we go through the day. Temperatures will top out at 78 degrees, and if there's any kind of spotty afternoon or early evening shower, it'll be over the Hudson Valley. Tonight, some clouds. We'll have a low of 64, 50s again in some suburbs. Then tomorrow, a lot like today, we'll have clouds and sun. It'll be a little warmer with a high of 81, and there is still a chance for an afternoon or evening shower, most likely north of the city. We'll have nice weather then to start next week. Sun and some clouds for both Monday and Tuesday. Highs will be near 80. Currently partly sunny, 70 in Central Park and going up to 78. I'm AccuWeather meteorologist Heather Zare on New York's weather station 1010 Winds on 92.3 FM.
Pretty wild story coming out of New Jersey. A New Jersey actor who played minor roles in several films and TV shows, including The Sopranos, now accused of shooting a woman in the face during a road rage incident down near Stockton University in South Jersey. Ernest Hines charged with attempted homicide, aggravated assault with a firearm, other offenses. The shooting happened Thursday about 1 p.m., led to a lockdown at Stockton, lasted a few hours. Court documents say the woman tried to merge into Hines's lane. He allegedly sped up to block her from getting in, and when they got to a nearby traffic light, that's when he allegedly threatened to kill her and shot her. That woman is in stable condition. The federal government now suing Uber.
The U.S. attorney in San Francisco claims Uber has been routinely denying service to riders who have disabilities, and that it's been charging for cleanup after a service animal sheds in a car. A new lawsuit also claims Uber has been charging cancellation fees to disabled riders who have been illegally denied service. The federal government says it wants Uber to modify its policies and to stop discriminating against riders who have disabilities. Uber says it disagrees with the DOJ's allegations and that it has a zero-tolerance policy for service denials of disabled riders. Alex Stone, EBC News.
Posts about the fatal shooting of conservative activist Charlie Kirk have flooded social media, exposing kids to very disturbing images and videos. So what can parents do to answer their questions or make them feel safe?
Dr. Anisha Abraham at Children's National Hospital in Washington, D.C. says when trying to explain upsetting current events like acts of political violence, Keep it simple.
Avoid detailed explanations, but just really focus on safety.
And let them express their feelings.
Like, am I feeling scared or sad or angry?
For older kids who may have been exposed to grisly images, try this approach.
What's out there is really difficult to see, and let's talk about that.
And she says processing their feelings takes time, so keep the door open to future talks.
Correspondent Kate Ryan. Boeing facing more than $3 million in fines for safety violations.
It's the maximum civil penalty allowed under federal law. The FAA saying it found hundreds of quality system violations at Boeing's 737 factory in Renton, Washington, and at its subcontractor Spirit Aerosystems 737 factory in Wichita, Kansas. The alleged violations occurred between September of 2023 and February of 2024 and included the Alaska Airlines door plug blowout when the door flew off in flight. Boeing telling ABC News it's reviewing the proposed penalty and has strengthened its safety culture. Alex Stone, ABC News.
Coming up, if you watch the new Charlie Sheen documentary on Netflix, you might notice one very important person is missing. We will explain. 1010 Wins Entertainment coming up.
Nassau County Executive Bruce Blakeman invites you to the free concert series at Eisenhower Park. Sunday, September 14th. Don't miss Grammy Award winner Ashley McBryde. Country great singer and songwriter Ashley McBryde. With opener, singer-songwriter Nene Camps of Antigone Rising. Showtime 6 p.m. Pick up your boots at Eisenhower Park Sunday, September 14th. Before the show, be sure to check out Nassau's top-notch beaches, restaurants, golf courses, and shopping.
Your lease ending soon? DNA Auto Wholesale wants your vehicle. Top dollar, free, fast appraisal, hassle-free process. They handle the paperwork, no obligations. Nearing the end of your lease, don't return your car without talking to DNA Auto Wholesale first. They are actively buying end-of-lease vehicles, and they'll pay you more than the leasing company will. Whether you're driving a Toyota, Honda, BMW, Lexus, or any other brand, DNA Auto Wholesale wants your vehicle. Turn your leased car into cash today. Call 201-994-6904.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments, including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY. 1010 Wins Entertainment, part 1 of the Charlie Sheen documentary premiered on Netflix this week.
How do I present this with any class?
I think we're past that, Charlie.
We're past that, yeah?
Yeah, he's winning. If you watched it, you may have noticed that Sheen's dad, Martin Sheen, was not among those interviewed. Director Andrew Renzi says his perspective is that Martin wanted his son to have his moment, to tell his story, and he really didn't feel like he needed to add to all the stuff that he lived throughout. Jersey Shore's Mike the Situation Sorrentino shutting down rumors that he had a facelift.
Definitely got a ton of responses thinking I got a facelift or new eyeballs and cheeks from Zimbabwe, which, again, I definitely didn't do that.
All that coming from a TikTok video he posted this week. Sorrentino says he spent the last 9 weeks doing what else? Going to the gym, tanning, doing laundry, and not cheating on his diet.
Entertainment on 1010 Wins is sponsored by Shulman and Hill, New York's injury lawyers.
Go to hurtny.com.
That's hurtny.com.
Software developers sought by...
All right, we're almost in Montville. Thank you guys for joining me on this commute as I listen to what's going on in the world and documenting the history of it on this Documenting History channel. For those of you that tune in to watch this video, thank you. I believe these videos are going to be more important later, in the future, like 5 years into the future, 10 years into the future. I think folks will tune in and, out of curiosity, just see what's going on back in 2025 as we get ready to enter Montville. Thank you once again for your views. Please share this channel with other folks who may not know this exists. Very beautiful day, actually. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.